Hey,
guys,
how
how's it
y'all
going?
CJ here.
Hey, and Denny over here, and together
Agate Inspection.
and Rock Wizardry, that's right.
Yep.
Boy, do we have a treat for you today.
Oh yeah, we are out in nature and enjoying it, but we're here to tell you about Rockhounding Secrets of polishing agates.
That's right, we've got a sweet little agate with green jasper.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
embedded in it.
Yep.
Ooh-wee,
It's gorgeous. We're going to show you how to cab and polish an agate from start to finish.
Yes, sir, and ma'am. In addition to that, we're also going to throw a shout out to High Tech Diamond.
Yes, thank you so much for the supplies.
Thank you so much. You guys helped us out. Thanks, Jen.
Thanks, Jen. Last week, we unboxed that beautiful High Tech Diamond cab machine.
Yep.
Oh, what a beautiful purchase it was. Now, we're going to show you how to use it.
Yeah. We got quite the show lined up. Going to show you A to Z from beginning to end.
Yes.
Just how to polish an agate.
Exactly.
And be sure, if this is your first time visiting us, be sure, hit that subscribe button.
Definitely.
If you want to learn more, consider it anyways. And then when you do, be sure and hit all if you want to get notifications about upcoming shows.
Please, like and subscribe.
It's very important to take a very close look at the agate or rock you're working on to plan in advance what you're going to do on the grind and polish. So upon first inspection, I noticed on the front the green jasper area is primarily on the face. Next, I noticed that the green jasper in the lower portion is embedded into the agate. So I will grind the top down to the bottom until both look like they're flush. Lastly, turning it over, I noticed the high ridge on the back and decided to slant my grind from the top to the bottom to remove this problem. Okay, so I thought I would come out here and give a look-see in the sunshine. Now, if you look, you can see that hole down at the bottom. It's kind of near the middle there. Not quite. And I woke up this morning thinking about what to do with that. And I came up with a way to turn that negative thing, which is a hole in the rock, which I've been polishing on, and turn it into something positive. I'm going to drill it and use it for my wrap to start with. Create little flowers on the front. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to head on to 240. Move up one. We've got our hole drilled, which you can see right there. All right. Now it's time to start smoothing out some of the ridges and stuff. Okay, finishing up on the 240 here. You can see our hole is nice and smooth on this side. And as we put it under the light, you'll see that pretty much all of the big scratches and nicks and stuff are out. It's kind of developing its own little shape here. Okay, moving on to 600 grit. Yep, marking that 600 grit. Okay, here we go. And I will make note, and CJ brought it up, and you know, the smoother this thing gets, the harder it is to hold on to. It gets pretty darn smooth. So we're just going to pop it down there and we're going to polish it a little bit. So we're definitely into the polishing stage here. And you can actually hear, or I should say you can't hear, the stone against the wheel. It's very, very smooth. We're going to work that a while on the bottom side. And the reason I'm starting on the bottom and then I'll do the sides is I'll leave that top and work it to perfection, because that is the face and that's what most people are going to see most of the time. And I'll get everything smooth, nice and consistent. Do all the curved edges. You can't forget to do the curves, because if you do, you won't like the results. Notice too that the wheel itself, you know, it doesn't cut you or anything like that. Now that isn't to say that if you are doing a heavy grit that it won't scratch you. It will, and it'll scratch you pretty quick, especially if you're using higher RPMs.
You notice I'm using like about 800 RPMs here, and I'm just kind of smoothing it. You might want to keep that in mind as you take on your own projects. Okay, just finishing up on some 600 grit here. You start to see, as I put it up to the light, that it's getting really smooth. It has this sort of almost chalky look all the way around, but you don't sense or see any deep scratches or anything. Even around the hole, it's nice and smooth. That's kind of what we're looking for as we enter into the higher stages of grit, meaning 1000 grit, where we're headed next. It's what you want all the way around the edges, and you want it nice and consistent all the way. All the way. Okay, set to 1000 grit. And we're going to polish off all those little last lines and all that stuff, and then we'll head to the 3000. Okay, just finishing up on that 1000. Now, take a close look. Although everything's not super polished yet, that's still to come. Everything is super smooth. Super smooth. And that's what we want to see and feel, too. Not to mention, still see through it really nice, and it's even better now. So let me put it actually in the light. Start to see that moss grow into an actual pattern. Pretty cool. Okay, so here we go. We're headed for the 3000. Looking really smooth. Go ahead and start with the back like we always do. You want to get into the habit of doing it a certain way. Work the rock a certain way. Work the back, the sides, and the front. Maybe the back, the sides, and then lastly the front again, because that's your face. That's what you want to be the most highly polished and finished. Okay, from the other angle now. Oh yeah, battle injury. And I'm just working the back of that because I found a little scratch in it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it out with the 3000 or not. I may have to go backwards on my grits. Okay, just finishing up on the 3000 now. And I'm going to take a really super close look at it. And looking for any kind of small scratches or ridges or anything that we might have missed. Actually looking pretty good. Just some minor scratches, but that'll come out with the diamond paste. Just super fine. Looking across, good bend around the hole. Pretty good. All in all, not too bad. It's turning into quite the little thing. 3000. Okay, so now we're to the diamond paste. It comes in this handy dandy little syringe thing here. And the watchword with this is less is more. You know, don't do a lot, just a little. Not just because it's expensive, because it is pretty expensive, but the whole idea being is that it just doesn't take very much to get things going. So I'm just going to hit it a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit kind of right down here maybe, just a teeny bit. That's probably going to be about enough right there for this project. Rub that face. I'm going to use a lot of that initial polish on the base. Get that all nice and shiny. And we'll work the other side. Notice no water here. And your stone will heat up, so it's really important. No, don't let it heat up too much. You don't want it to get too warm. I'll do the same routine that I did with all the other grits. It's going to kind of work both sides like that. Top a little bit here around that edge. Back and forth. Okay, back from it. By the way, don't be too discouraged if it throws itself. The smoother it gets and the more polished it gets, of course, the slicker it gets, and it wants to jump out of your fingers. So it does happen. So I'm going to start by working all the edges on the back. I'm kind of polished up. But mostly it's going to be the face that everybody sees most of the time. Unless they're a diehard rockhound like me, or CJ, or maybe even you, and then they want to hold it and look at everything, put the light to it, and then they'll probably find a scratch or two. There's probably one on here. But all in all, we just want to make it really pretty. Okay, doing a little polish check here. Oh, it's starting to look pretty polished. Starting to look pretty good. Okay, as we finish this thing up, we've been on here for about 12-13 minutes working this last stage with the felt pad and the diamond paste. And she's starting to look pretty good. So I'm going to take her outside into the sunshine and do a little reveal on it, because it's kind of hard to see right here, and you'll be able to see what the finished product kind of looks like. Okay, so now we're going to do our little reveal shot here. I'm going to let the sun play across it, and you can definitely tell she's polished nice. Turned out pretty good. Mossy yellow agate around all the sides.